It's time for our impressions today, and I want to talk about the panel interview with Ulrika today. And why I want to talk about that is because if you watch that insert, you will remember that Ulrika started out with a strategy or an idea that she wanted to get into the retail chains. And her question was specifically around that. She has a small retail outlet herself. She sells online, and she's supplying around 18 other retailers. And her idea is that she wants to go into the big retailers. And I think what happened in that interview happens with a lot of entrepreneurs when they're asked the right questions is that the right strategy? And that's really what I want to talk about today, is what's the strategy should be the biggest question or the foremost question that you ask before trying to move into a new direction. And I want to bring up 5 areas that you need to be thinking about when answering the question, what's the strategy? The first one is called the 5 whys. Now, the why means, why am I doing it? The second why is why that, and why that, and why that. And you will see that once you get to the second or third level of why is that true? Why do I still want that? Why that? It becomes very difficult to get to level 4 and level 5. I really strongly suggest that you take the time and effort to ask the 5 whys deep. So why do I want to go into that? Because of this. Why do I want to do that? Because of this. Why do I want to do that? Because of this. Go down 5 deep into the 5 whys. Number 2, the second question to ask yourself is, what's the influence? What is influencing you in terms of why you're wanting to go down a particular path? Is that what other people have said, or is that coming from inside you? Where is the source of influence around where you think you might want to go? If it's coming from external, I'd be very, very hesitant to just go down there without asking the 5 whys. The third thing to do is to ask your question, is this new strategy going to use at least 80% of my competencies and resources that I have currently in the business? So I've got a marketing competency, I might have a retail competency, but do I have a distribution competency which I might need? Do I have a logistics competency? Do I have all these other competencies required for this new strategy? I always say that if you're going to go down a new path, at least 80% of the competency should be in place up front. Otherwise, you're going to take a huge amount of time to get to a point where you are competitive or profitable. The fourth thing to ask is, what will it take? So what will it take to actually implement this strategy? What will it take from a time point of view? What will it take from a resource point of view? What will it take away from the other things that I'm currently doing? What is the actual resource cost for me to go down the strategy? Take the time to answer that question. And finally, you have to ask about yourself, is, do I have what it takes to go down the strategy? Do I have the energy, the perseverance, the inclination to actually go and do this thing? And when I get there, am I going to be happy that this is the right strategy for me, the entrepreneur?